Greetelings, dear assorted listeners, and welcome to another episode of Captain Casual's Rambling About. You're listening to Michael today, and I shall ramble about our new single, Perspective. So, off we go. So, Perspective came about because we tried to make something relaxing. You see, after the sort of more action-y production of Persistence, easily confused name with Perspective, but after the production of that, which was a much more aggressive sort of song for us. I know there's people out there who produce insanely crazy acid techno sounds that, make Persistence look like a children's song, but, for us, Persistence was a relatively aggressive song to make. And we wanted, after that, to make something more calm, relaxed, perhaps almost sort of a lo-fi beat sort of a thing. And we accidentally ended up getting really emotional with it. The first part of the song that we made was actually the sort of middle bit, where it gets all surreal and dreamy and sort of more sad. That was actually the first part of the song that came about. The happier bits followed later in production. And during the production of the happy bits, actually, when we were writing that and recording the instruments, well, MIDI instruments in this case, but actually the djembe is acoustic in this, and I do believe the shaker? Oh, I'd have to look it up in DAW right now, but yes, the point is, during the recording of the happier bits of that song, we actually, for the first time ever making music, we teared up a bit. Yeah, it really sort of got to us more than expected. I mean, we weren't like massively bawling our eyes out, but got a little wet around the eyes. It actually got to us a bit. Just the fact that sounds like that, sort of more emotional sounding sounds, actually could come out of us. We hadn't experienced that before. I mean, well, obviously all music somewhat is an expression of the artist's feelings, but often you're just trying to sound cool, and in this case, it was more of a case of, it just came out of us like that. And yes, that was quite the experience, even though the song is relatively small and simple. The name of the song, by the way, we chose this one because, well, we, over the last few months, have sort of had to find ourselves in terms of where we stand with music, because, we're a tiny artist, absolutely, we are earning money, but it's cents, so it's not like we can do this for a living or anything. We have a job and all that. And, we sort of had to find, like, okay, we're releasing music now, we're sort of building a bit of a thing, but at the same time, it can't carry us at all. So it's a case of, gaining the perspective, like, okay, is it a hobby? Is it work? It's obviously a hobby, but how do we look at things? How do we ourselves define what music is in our life? And I'd say right now we've sort of settled on it's a very, very heavily invested hobby. Like, both financially and, in terms of, our feelings, our own personal investment in terms of how much energy we put into it. We put a fair bit into it. Not everything, like we're not burning ourselves out or anything. It is ultimately something we do for fun and for the few cents we're earning. But, that is how the name of the song came about. Alrighty, listeners, that will do for today's ramblings. We do hope today's show was interesting for you. Maybe even interesting enough to have a closer look at those like and subscribe buttons. That would be most kind. Also, check out all our music and follow our socials if you would like to. And leave a comment letting us know just how much you appreciate experiments like this song, or just how much you despise us trying something new. By the way, it feeds the algorithm, you know. But that's enough from us for now. Till next time, dear listeners, stay safe and have a good one.